Yo, what's good guys? Welcome to another video. I am Musa Nempenyana and this is Through the Windscreen. So today I have a very special car for you guys today, and that car is the Opel Astra. This is the 1.6 turbo petrol engine of the car, which produces 147 kilowatts of power as well as 280 Newton meters of torque. Now this car, the direct competitor of this car is the VW Golf. So this is another car you should look at if you're looking into buying a mid-sized hatchback. Without further ado, let's start this review. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with the exterior. As you guys can see, this is a brand new design. The whole car is a brand new design with nice contouring lines on the bonnet, giving it a bit more of a sporty type of feel. And these beautiful headlights, which you can also get with the IntelliLux intelligent lights by Opel. Now those lights have the nice LED matrix lights here, which have varying distributions of lights on the road. So also moving on, we have these nice 18-inch alloy wheels. A beautiful design in my own opinion. I really enjoyed a lot with these nice low profile tires, which in usual cases will affect the ride quality, but for this car it's a very impeccable ride quality, which I'll talk about later on. The color of the car, nice blue color, which matches the side mirrors too. And as you guys can see on the side, this car has a nice sloping roof line at the top. So now I'm going to talk about the engine real quick. Let me open up the bonnet real quick. So this car is a 2-liter turbo petrol engine, and this car produces 147 kilowatts of power as well as 280 Newton meters of torque. So, and there goes the car locking itself, thanks to the proximity key that this car has. Now that we finally opened the bonnet, as you guys can see, this car uses the good, very good actually, eco-tech engine that Astra offers, and in the claimed consumption of this car, combined consumption is 6.1 liters per 100 k's. It's a very good thing considering that the fuel tank capacity is 56 liters. So it's a pretty good car, very economical, very economic when it comes to fuel. And yeah, it's a car that one can own for everyday use. So now I'm going to take a look inside the boot. So this car has a boot capacity of 350 liters, which is a considerable size if you're going to travel with maybe one big suitcase and a kit bag and a small laptop bag. It's not that spacious. It also has a space saver, yeah, for its spare tire. Sorry for the papers. So we're inside the Opel Astra 1.6 Turbo Sport. So now, as you can see, I'm not a huge fan of the steering wheel, but it's not too bad also. And the car, the nice thing about the car is that it has a nice 7-inch infotainment display where you have various applications, very easy to use for your phone, your navigation system, to check any messages you may have on your phone, as well as music. Nice various options for the radio, to go to the home page, or yeah, to go through the radio station, rather. So another nice option about this car is that it has heated seats all around. So the front seats are heated as well as the back seats are heated, and that's a very nice option too. One of the other options I like about this car is that it has lane keep assist, it has the sports option, the start stop function, and this also helps you. This is the parking assist option now, where the car can automatically park you into a spot, and these are the parking sensors. So this car is jam-packed with all types of features which you'd pay a lot more in other cars, for instance like the VW Golf, because this car specifically with this type of spec right now, if you get the 2020 model, it'll cost you 525,000 rand. It seems pretty hefty, but if you were to spec the VW Golf, sorry, this car is notifying me that I have a message. If you were to spec the VW Golf to every single feature this car has, it'll be well over the price that you pay for this car. So also this car has nice dark headliner, but the seats, nice leather seats, you know, very comfy, very comfy, can't complain about. So now we're going to go into the practicality part. So compartments that we have here, we have a nice cup holder. You have nice cup holders here. We can fit normal size bottles. I forgot my bottle for today, but normal size bottles we can fit inside of here, as well as a nice compartment here. Keep my masks and other cords, where you can also connect your phone inside here, as well as an aux cable jack down there, as well as the sides too. The sides, I mean, you can fit a pretty big hand sanitizer here easily, even lay it down on the side, so it's pretty spacious there on the side. And also, you know, nice floor mats, rubber pedals, and also the nice thing about this car is that it has I'm not really a huge fan of piano black, but it has the nice piano black finishes with soft, not soft exactly, but like nice soft materials here as compared to hot plastic. Nice soft materials here on the sides, you know, a nice good feel of the car, the nice metal pedals. So this car basically feels like a premium car, which it is. So it's a very good and very strong competitor against the VW Golf. So this car is 49 millimeters shorter than its predecessor, but it has 35 millimeters more leg space at the back. So let's go check out the back and see how well I fit in the back. So I'm inside the back of the car with my settings in the front, and look guys, there's a lot of leg room. I mean, my feet are free. In some cars my feet feel like they're in prison or something, but like now my feet are pretty free. Underneath, headroom it's okay, like I'm not struggling, you know, with the sloping roof line. It feels comfortable around here, but the only issue that I have is that this car is so dark inside, so it feels like I'm in a very small car, not much light is coming in. And I mean, if you look at the back with the privacy glass as well, it makes it look much darker. I don't mind privacy glass, let's not even get it twisted, but yeah, I mean, the windows are smaller and it feels just a little claustrophobic, if I may say so. But get the back, you have nice spaces here at the back where you can fit a normal size bottle here at the back, as well as an ashtray there on the side, and fitting 3. And the nice thing about this is that you have heated seats here at the back. Heated seats and 2 USB ports, so that there is no fighting in the back seat. So also another thing is that this car, fitting 3 people inside is not the most ideal situation, because if you look at me sitting normally, my shoulders are already inside. I mean, you know, cutting part of the middle seat already. And imagine if I have another person, now my head is banging on the side of the roof here. So it's a car ideal for carrying 4 people in total. But if you can, 5 people, it wouldn't really hurt if it's not going to be a long trip. So yeah guys, that's the interior. Now let's see how this car drives and the overall performance. Okay, so we're inside the Opel Astra 1.6 turbo sport, and first impressions of this car. Guys, I'm gonna tell you one thing that has surprised me the most about this car, and that is how punchy the engine is. Literally, I'm in gear 3 right now, gear 5, sorry, and I just put my foot down and it picks up. The torque is available at such low revs, even though the car goes up to all the way to 8,000 revs, but the red line is at 6,500 revs, RPMs here. And I must say guys, I am impressed. It literally is, it truly is what the name suggests, or the spec suggests, which is that it is a sport, it's an Astra Sport, so it's a very, very sporty car. And I haven't even put sports mode on yet. So now I can imagine when I put sports mode on, how quick the engine can respond. And this is a manual, guys. That's one thing that I'm enjoying so much. Manuals are very nice to drive, but I really enjoy automatics too. But this is a responsive engine. Okay, cool. So in terms of drive quality of this car, the ride quality, sorry, it's okay. It's not bad. It's quite comfy. Let me say so in town, because I'm on a very bad road right now, an uneven road, you know, to use a better word. So, and it's handling it pretty well, you know, because it's a car with big alloy wheels and such low profile tires. So yeah guys, I can't complain, to be honest. It is a comfy ride, spacious car. Fuel economy that I'm doing, my fuel economy right now, well, I just started the car, so it's pretty high, but when I was driving throughout the whole time, I was averaging about 8.2 liters per 100 k's, and that's in town. That's driving like pretty considerable distances in town, you know what I mean? So also a nice thing about this car, a nice feature about this car guys, which you would pay a whole lot for in all these other cars, namely Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, BMW, that is the heated steering wheel. I have a heated steering wheel in this car. I already mentioned I have heated seats, which I enjoy. I'm okay with heated seats, right? But I'm not a huge fan of heated seats. It feels uncomfortable for me. I'm a person who doesn't like sitting on a seat when someone has just sat on it, because of all that warmth that they'll leave on that seat, you know what I mean? And it just feels weird. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. But also the car handles pretty well around corners. I can take a corner with ease in this car, with ease, you know. There's, yes, a bit of body roll, but guys, there's nothing to cry home about. And yeah, like, I can put it into a corner and it'll take it. Like now, I'm taking nice corners and it's holding the car pretty well. Pretty well, guys. The car feels grounded, nice, and like nice, and the steering wheel's nice and responsive. But it's hard for you to, not hard, but like, you would find yourself speeding quite quickly in this car because of how responsive the accelerator is, because of how easily you can reach high speeds in this car without even feeling it like that. So that's the nice thing about this car. And another cool thing that I like about this car, well, I want to talk about those IntelliLux lights. If you want to option that into this car, those lights are like the same concept as all the matrix LED lights, right? Which you'd find in Audis. We don't have Skodas here, but get another car that's an example of that. And those lights are very good. In terms of the reach of the light, it reaches way beyond halogen lights, and that's why I would like to advise people that if you can afford LED lights, please do so, and leave the normal like yellow halogen lights, because they're not that good when you're driving in the countryside, to be honest. So back to the IntelliLux lights. Those lights have like the technology where if there's a car in front of me right now and it has an automatic high beam assist, so if the car's in front of me, it'll block out the lights from, you know, shining on the car in front of me's mirrors, and then it'll keep the bright on around the car so that I can see on the sides, and on the sides of the car, on the sides of the road, I can see, you know, properly still for any animals or any people that may walk onto the road at night not wearing any bright colored clothes. That's the thing about this car. This car also has park assist, park sensors. The park assist I haven't tried yet, but I will try very soon right now. And also another thing I like about this car is that it has adaptive cruise control. Guys, like these are things you'd pay a lot of money for in these other cars, like the bigger car manufacturers, guys. So that's a nice thing about that car. Finding parts for this car is, well, with GM not being South Africa anymore, it's gonna be a bit tricky for you to be able to get the parts that you need for the car. But that's no biggie, man. This is a very reliable car. I mean, it doesn't give me any problems throughout the whole time I've been driving this car. That's the nice thing about it. It's a car that, it also has a nice reverse camera, sorry, not a reversing camera, a nice reverse camera on this big infotainment screen. So you can imagine on a 7-inch infotainment screen, big, you know, view of the back of the car. But also the quality is not the best, but yet again, it is not the worst. You know, it is, for such a big screen, the resolution is similar to what you'd get in the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Not the new one, but the previous generation. And this car is the 11th generation Opel Corsa and Opel Astra. And I must say, guys, I must say, this car is a well-deserving winner of the Car of the Year award, which was in 2016. So the European Car of the Year award, right, which was in 2016 when this car was first launched. It is well-deserving of that award, guys, because for a good price, you get a whole lot of car. So that's the nice thing about this car. Maintenance-wise, Opel Astras come with a 5-year warranty plan with 120,000 kilometers. So it's okay with that. And another piece of advice for people who are buying cars, preferably going to buy the car in the second-hand market, because it goes for a good price in the second-hand market. If the car is still in warranty, then take it to the original dealer when it comes to service and maintaining the car. But once it's out of warranty, rather look for a credible credible independent garage. That'll cost you much less than what it would cost you if you go to the actual dealership. So yeah, guys, this car is, oh my gosh. I mean, even now, guys, this is what fascinates me, guys. The turbo, you can literally feel, you know, where the turbo comes into place in this car. I mean, guys, in gear 4, I'm still picking up speed instantly. In gear 5, I can pick up speed. And for me, I haven't felt any turbo lag in this car yet. Because once I put the foot down, okay, there's a bit, but you don't even feel it that much, guys. There's a bit of turbo lag, and that's only in gear 4, in gear 5, in gear 6. Because of the fact that these are high gears. But besides that, if I want one, guys, forget me. I can take on a Golf. I can take on. I mean, if you're driving a manual, Mercedes-Benz, I can take that car. With this car alone, guys, and I understand those things come down to the driver, but that's how I feel about this car. When driving this car, I feel like I can take you. Polo, come on, bro, I can drop you easily. So yeah, I feel like I can take the bigger cars in this car. So the nice thing, the gearbox of this car, the nice thing about that is that it's quick. You know, it's a quick gearbox for me. I mean, it's a short shifter. Gearbox is not short, but like it's a short shifter. Like I don't need to go into a gear fully. I'm here with the gear. The clutch is like this. So, you know, so you can have very quick gear changes, and that gives it a nice sporty feel to the car. And that like I can reach quicker speeds very quickly. So yeah, guys, man, I'm happy with this car. I mean, the only thing I'd change about this car is that if you have the money, actually, you know what? It's up to preference, guys, whether you want the Sport or the Sport Plus. Because the difference between this and the Sport Plus are just certain, you know, features which don't really hinder your experience of the car overall. The biggest difference, between this Sport and the Sport Plus are the lights. Because the IntelliLux lights come standard on the Sport Plus, and here you have to option them in, which could cost you, you know, a pretty penny. But man, it's a small price to pay because the two cars are exactly the same car. Engine-wise, exactly the same car, bro. So yeah, if you're looking into buying a mid-sized SUV or mid-sized hatchback, this car should be part of your shortlist. Definitely part of your shortlist, bro. So another thing that annoys me about this car, about the start-stop function of this car, is the fact that when we stop, right, it engages, so the car switches off. And in most cars that I've driven that have this function, all I need to do is either just turn the steering wheel a little bit and it'll switch on the car again, or just press the clutch, right? In this car, I'll press the clutch, put it in gear 1, and it'll tell me to press the clutch again. Now I don't understand something of me putting the car into gear and then pressing the clutch again. You know, for people that don't have an easy foot on the clutch, the car might cut and all sorts of things, man, in traffic that you don't want to happen. So it's an annoying thing. I wish Opel, if they're listening, if they could just change that, make it very simple, and that if I press the clutch or if I turn the steering wheel, the car switches on. Okay guys, so what's my verdict of the car? My verdict is, if you have the money, go ahead and buy it, bro. Go ahead and buy this car. This car is every bang for your buck. I know I say this a lot, but this car is worth its value, and you should just go ahead and buy this car. It's a beauty, a sporty car. What more can you ask for in such a beautiful mid-sized hatchback? So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think of the car and any other car you guys might want me to review next. Alright then, shout out.